Now think about this. How much money would you like in the bank every single month? How much money do you want coming in every single month? 10,000, 20, 50, 100,000. Say what you please. It doesn't actually matter. How much money would you like in the bank every single month? All right, so I'm going to say 10,000. I'd like 10,000 in the bank every month. Who wouldn't, right? Now, what would $10,000 in the bank every single month actually give you? If you could sit there and sit with that imagination of $10,000 in the bank every single month, what would that give you? A lot of people would say freedom, security, safety, fulfillment, satisfaction, a sense of peace within. You can say whatever you like. What would that $10,000 going into the bank every single month actually give you? And that is a really important thing to know. And it's an important thing to know is because when we are asking for these things, I want $10,000 in the bank every single month because that means freedom to me. That means peace to me. What you're actually saying is, I need money to have that freedom. I need money to have that peace within. I need money to feel secure within. And what you're also saying is, I don't have that freedom. I don't have that security. I don't have peace within. I don't have that fulfillment within. I am missing all of these things. And the only thing that will give me that is this money, is this material little, nowadays, plasticky thing. That's the only thing that's going to give me freedom. That's a big concern, because it's not the money that gives you the freedom or the happiness or the joy or anything else. Those things actually are within you. They're held within you. They're not in the money. So when we're out there and we're saying, well, money will give me freedom, that's why I want money. What we're really saying is, I don't have freedom within myself. I don't hold that within myself. Because life itself is freedom. Choice is freedom. Do you have life? Do you have choice? Do you have that already? Do you get up in the morning and what do you do in the morning? What do you choose to do in the morning? Is that freedom? Is that fulfillment? Is that safety? Do you make a choice? Do you make a choice even to get out of bed late and go to work late? That's still a choice. Do you have the freedom to do that? And if you somehow don't have the freedom to do that, then why do you do it anyway? Do you get fired from work every time you turn up late? I've known people in the past who turn up to work late quite often and they still never get fired. So obviously they have the freedom to do that. Freedom is in our life. Security is in our life. That safety, that feeling of safety, certainty, that peace within, whatever it is, that is already within us. It's already in our life. But we've put this meaning onto money to say that money has to give us that. I can't be that within myself until I have this money. We're putting everything on hold. We're saying we can't have this within ourselves. We can't be this in our life until that happens. And the problem with that is that won't happen until you have that within yourself, not in the way that you want it. That won't happen until you have that within yourself. Because if you think about this in terms of energy and frequency, what energy and frequency is money? Money is the same energy and frequency that you put into it. So if you're saying to money, hey, I don't have freedom, money, I don't have freedom. Money, I don't have any peace and serenity within myself. Money, I don't feel fulfilled. That's what money will show you. Maybe you have a job that's unfulfilling. Maybe you have a job that doesn't have a lot of security, or that you really can't stand going to every single day. You're only going to see the reflection in your outer world that you feel within, that you have within, that you know within. So you have to start within. That's the logical place. You have to start within. Because everything begins within you. The relationship that you have begins within you. The security, the freedom, the love, the creativity, everything begins within you. And then is expressed outwards. So we have to come back to ourselves to find that freedom, to know that freedom, to realize that freedom. Because life itself is freedom. But it's our choices and our fears and our beliefs that create the restrictions in life. Life itself is effortless. It's effortless and it's so simple. It really is. Life, and that's a bold statement, but I keep making that statement. Life is effortless. Life is simple. So how does it get difficult? How does it create so much effort? Why are we so much in resistance? Is it because that we are the ones who create that? We are the ones who think that, believe that, feel that. So do you see why you have to come back to yourself to find the freedom within? A lot of people aren't free within because they're so attached to everything. You're so attached to your beliefs. You're so attached to your identity, who you believe that you are. You're attached to your behaviors, believing that's who you are. You're attached to other people. We can go on forever. But true freedom lies within you. And you will find it. The more you know yourself, the more you will find what is already there, what is already within you. You don't have to go outside of yourself to find it. You don't have to seek out there. You have to seek within. And to seek within, you have to sit with yourself and know yourself and feel what is going on. Because you will be able to feel that restriction and feel that effort and feel that resistance. And that's how we let things go. I did another video on this about removing emotional blocks. That's why I do a video like that, is because really the secret is feeling and being able to sit with your emotions and fully feel your emotions. That's what resolves them. Okay, not thinking about your emotions, feeling your emotions. That's what resolves them and lets them go. So if we are looking for money and we are waiting for money, we will be waiting forever, because it's not the money that provides the freedom. The freedom comes from within us. It's expressed from within us, and it's put into the money. That same energy goes into the money. That money, no matter what, if you don't have freedom within yourself, no matter how much money you earn, you will never have that freedom. No matter how much money you earn, you will never have that safety and security. You can have $1 million in the bank and you still won't feel safe and secure. And we know this happens. You will see people with plenty of money in the bank and they still are afraid to spend. They're still afraid to go and, do what they truly want to do. Because, I don't want to spend that. Oh, no, that's too expensive. They've got $1 million in the bank, and a $50 ticket somewhere is too expensive. I know people with lots of money in the bank, but they still pick the cheapest hotels. Because, they live in that fear that what if something happens? What if something happens? So just because you have money doesn't mean it solves your problems. The problems will still exist. The lack of freedom will still be there. The lack of safety will still be there. So we have to work on these things within ourselves to fully feel that. And if you don't fully resolve those things, that energy goes into the money and you will still permanently have those problems, no matter how much money you have. Okay, I'll see you next time and have a beautiful day. Bye for now.